interview with Graeme Tomlinson after Bedford Town 0, Redditch United at 1. Graeme, just as Dan the film has just said, and we've just said, it's replayed the previous X amount of interviews, isn't it? Another disappointing afternoon to go a goal down and not really recover in terms of being able to get back into the game. It's the story of the season.
Absolutely. Again, we've all seen it, we've spoke about it, and it's constant. Went with a very sort of expansive formation and team today to trying to get these goals, which is suddenly turned the tap off over the last 7 games, which is it just never been for the club here since I've ever been here watching or coaching or whatever. So been really strange that's happened. Went expansive. Thought great delivery for their goal, but we shouldn't have. There was 2 passes that were given away and a free kick. And we're not. We obviously throughout the season we have been pretty poor with corners and free kicks. So try not to give those silly ones away. Still have a lot of chances. Still a lot of good possessions, some good patterns of play. They had a few chances near the end on the break, but overall it's the story of our season of basically being in games, but either conceding stupid mistakes or from this on today. I actually thought our front 4/5 were not quite their game. But normally I'm looking at the other side of the game. I just thought today they all looked a bit leggy. But I thought we defended really well. I thought Callum was magnificent in his sort of sweeper and defence today. So it's the same story. We've come away with a 1-0 loss.
Going back to their goal, firstly, did you think it was a free kick, and how do you feel we could have defended it better?
It's difficult because the delivery is really good. I mean, people can say you can push out slightly higher up, which I can agree to a point, but their delivery was excellent. But I think, he's going out. I thought it was a free kick for them in the instance, but we gave the ball away twice in the build-up to it, cheaply. 1 pass, then a flick, and then it goes. And that's the little details, like the last game we played. We give away a corner, which wasn't a corner, and then we don't concede a goal from it. Against those little details, which happened throughout the season, from day dot, from the very first game at Stratford, where we had a back pass to the goalkeeper, intercepted and scored. That started from the whole of the season, from the first day. So nothing's changed ever since.
And nonetheless, we have tried to work on that. We have tried to eradicate errors, but you and I have just said about the fact of there's been too many games whereby it's been one mistake that's been the difference, either a 2-1, a 1-0, or a 3-2, or a 4-3.
Yeah, I mean the mistakes, absolutely. I mean we can. Every team, even spoken to their manager and other people as well, and they can't believe our situation and the fact that we've played some great football in games all the time. We're not like, say, the whipping boys effectively. However, we've got 1 player on 14 goals in the league, and I don't know where our next one is. 3 or 4. We're not going to do anything if we can't score goals. We can't just have one person, that person, which Connor's not scoring, hasn't scored for 5 or 6, 7 games. So we need other people to step up. We haven't had that as well. So not only are we going about mistakes, the taps have been turned off with a goal score in front as well, which is can't happen.
And talking to Connor, you took him off at half time today. What's the situation there?
He said to me actually in the warm up, he said he felt really dizzy, and I said okay. So we give him some rehydration, but the gels, etc. And he said he felt it as the game was going on. He looks a bit leggy. He just said he felt dizzy, so I brought him up at half time. Probably should have, with all due respect, brought him earlier. I wasn't sure how he was reacting, because sometimes in the game you get your second wing, but it was nothing to do with that. He felt really dizzy. So yeah, but no, he's. So I just brought Carlos on. Carlos came on. I thought he did okay when he came on. He had a couple of good chances. Obviously Rio's had one, should have scored. I think another good opportunity. June's had a good opportunity, and they've had a couple on the break as well. So, but do I think we deserve to lose the game? No, I don't. But again, I've sat here with you a long time this season and said the same thing.
Didn't deserve to lose, but didn't deserve to win.
No, I probably think that. I think certain games I look at, I think, like for instance, Alvechurch, I thought first half we should have been 2 or 3 now. And other games against Nuneaton, I thought we were excellent for periods of game, but it was a good game of football from both teams. I don't think we should have lost the game. Again, we did, and there's a lot of games I can say that. Unfortunately, we're not getting the points.
The reality sets in. Obviously, relegation can be confirmed tomorrow now before we kick a ball at Rushden on Monday. Nobody obviously wanted that at the start of the season, and it's a disappointment. But it is important that whatever happens over the course of the weekend, whether that's confirmed or not, we do finish the season on as high as possible. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's players are playing for the future of the full club. I think it's a learning curve for everyone, and I said this to you many a time, but everybody has to be accountable for it. There's not one individual thing we can all blame. Everyone's got to be accountable from day dot, from what we do as a football club, to players, recruitment, to coaching sessions, or whatever we want to call it. It just hasn't been good enough from all of us, and that's a learning curve. So when we go into next year, whoever's in charge, everything needs to be better. So when that situation comes, we're back in this level of football again, well then we're more prepared for it. Because I don't think we have been from as the season's gone, and I've looked at it all. But everyone's got to be accountable. You know, I think sometimes people can blame too much about other things, but I think me included and everybody else, we've all got to take responsibility of it all. So learning curve. There's a lot more important things in another way as well, James. A lot of people are. A lot of things that are going out there on the world, etc., etc. The fans, again, they just show absolutely brilliant today. Yes, we all love football, etc., but we just got to keep going. We go again, and then we'll see where it takes us.
And one thing that shouldn't be detracted away is that the fans and the club and the whole certainly know the commitment that's been put in by the lads, but by you and Callum during what's been a very difficult, tumultuous last 4 or 5 months. The commitment has been there from you, and that has been noted, and that's why the fans are giving you that respect, actually.
Yeah, I think they've been absolutely excellent. They just, again, I keep saying it, but we're all doing, yourself included, Dan, etc. All of us are doing our bits. 90% of us don't get paid any money, so we do all this as a love of football to try and help the football club and try and progress it and give honest opinions of either business side of it or football side of it or whatever it is. And it's a fantastic club, and I'm absolutely gutted that's what's obviously going to happen. But we do go again. I've said this many a time. We go again. We've got to be collective as a group and then learn from it. We know what happened last year. So why not try and aim to do the same thing next year if obviously the inevitable is going to happen.
Looking at another positive, I believe, is that today was an experiment with obviously moving the game forward to Good Friday, and there was a good enough gate to reflect that, and a good, reasonable enough game, and recovery time grew for obviously Monday at Rushden, as Redditch wanted as well for their game against Alchurch. So on the whole, Good Friday, better day to play than Saturday, or is it not any different?
No, for me, I think excellent. It's a really good idea. I think it's better for everyone. More crowd will come watch. I've got this thing about I don't understand why our seasons finish slightly earlier or our games should be slightly longer, because there'll be more people in the summer months with the pitches. I think more people will come and watch, especially if the Premier League teams or other teams that are around here. The fans will then tend to watch the non-league teams. It'll be a bit more beneficial for us. There'll be more revenue that will come in, and the games will be better because we're better played and better pitches. That's something I think I can't understand why it's not done or not really looked at more. So something like playing on a Friday where people can come and watch, I think it's absolutely excellent.
And just finally, we go to Rushden on Monday for face Nunny. Of course, he'll be up for a good game against us, living in Bedfordshire himself, won't he? And hoping to get some form of positive result.
Absolutely, we've got to get a win. We've forgotten what it's like to win. Forgotten what it's like to score, which has never been the case at this club. So we go again. Try and get the 3 points on Monday. Try and give us something for the fans to cheer about potentially, and then we just go on from there.
We go on from there. 2 away games left next week against Rushden and Diamonds on Monday and St Ives on Saturday. Otherwise, back for the final week of the season against Basford on Tuesday the 18th and Mickover on the 22nd of April. Come along, support the lads to the end, and get your tickets now at bedfordeagles.net.